Alright, hello everybody, Raw Lucario here, and welcome back to another episode of Batman Arkham Knight. Now, before we get started with all the recap suit stuff,
it's gonna take more than muscle.
I want you guys to know that this is not the same profile that I was on before, because I had actually already recorded this on the profile that we normally work on. However, I was stupid and didn't have enough space to save the recording, and so I completely lost it. So I had to completely replay through the entire game to get to the point where we were on a new profile. Now, the way that I did this, I decided to do it in New Game Plus mode because I knew it would be easier and I could skip things. Now, what that means is that I have more upgrades than I would have before. I'm not going to show you what they are, but you can see that the orange bar has a lot more progress on upgrades. Same thing for Riddler trophies. But in terms of where we are in the story, we're in the exact same point, and the difficulty is much higher when it comes to fighting enemies. They have they do a lot more damage, and the thing that like pops up above their head when they're about to attack disappears, so you have to pay attention to the animation if you want to counter. So I need to shut them up. I'm sorry, I can't. Well, I'm talking at least. So now that that's all taken care of, I know exactly what I did in the last episode, so I'm gonna not make any more progress than I did, and I'm not gonna make any less. I want to get to the point in the story where we were at, and that also includes because I did a little more progress on the Shadow War mission. So I think in order for me to do this... Oh, okay, so it saved me following the blood trail. That's good. So now if I select this... Oh, it's because it wasn't selected, I guess. What? Well, this is confusing. Oh, okay, here we go. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and head to Elliott Memorial just so it saves the location. If I can actually see where it is. Alright. One thing is, too, is that, like, in other side missions, like the Man-Bat one and whatnot, ones that I've worked on before, I don't have as much progress on them in this profile because I just wanted to speed through the story in order to make sure I get this episode recorded. And don't worry, I will not be spending the rest of the series on this profile. I think that goes without saying. I will, of course, not use it. So, Elliott Memorial. We have a generator that I cannot roll out of. That's stupid. It's not. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, no, I'm not. But I nearly did. That was really stupid. So yeah, in order to depower this, we need a very familiar gadget. A very, very familiar gadget. I'll go ahead and turn the dialogue back up. We need the gadget that we had in Arkham City called the remote electrical charge. And this is something that I should have grabbed earlier in my series. I do now have it on the profile that we normally work on, but I don't have it on our normal profile. I should not be in Founders Island. I will die if I go anywhere near there, especially since I'm already kind of low on health. So let me just go ahead and fly over to GCPD, because oddly enough, it's actually in the evidence lockup, and I did not actually, it's weird, I never actually showed you guys the evidence lockup, and in the excitement, I forgot that I did not do our beginning of episode rituals. So, let me go ahead and park myself down here. Let's go ahead and get that out of the way. Talk about what we did in the last episode. Now, in the last episode, we followed Arkham Knight's trail in order to find that he had crashed the car that he took Oracle in, and that she left us a little clue, which is currently being decrypted by Lucius Fox at Wayne Tower, and we can go visit him whenever we want in order to go ahead and get that done. And then we also started the Shadow War side mission with the League of Assassins, And because of that, we found out that the League is in the midst of a civil war. And that's pretty much it from what I can remember in terms of like major stuff that we did. But now it is time to talk about what suit we're wearing. Yes, it is suit time. So we are wearing the Christopher Nolan suit, the 2008 Dark Knight suit. I really like this suit. The movie was pretty good. It's not my favorite Batman movie of all time, but it was pretty good, and I really appreciated the attempt of trying to make a realistic version of Batman. And if you haven't seen, well, start with Batman Begins, because that's technically the first movie. So if you haven't seen Batman Begins, or any of the movies in the Dark Knight trilogy, I would definitely recommend watching it. It's very good. Very, very good. Sorry, I feel a little flustered because I mean, that was like 3 or 4 hours of gameplay that I had to go back through and play again. Sorry if I'm a little bit flustered. I also, you know, I already recorded this, so not that that's an excuse, but I mean, oh, go, 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 go! It should not be on Founders. What am I doing? I still need to go to GCPD. Man, thoughts are just all over the place today. All over the place. Alright. So, let me go ahead and get the REC, because we need that right now. In order to progress in the Shadow War mission. At least progress up to the point that we were before. I'm not actually going to go for the Shadow War, because that's how I ended the episode, and that's where I'll be. So, it would just be a little more consistent. So, it's kind of hard for me to, like, remember, not where I am in the story, but remember where, like, what I have and haven't done in terms of this episode. Because I have already done some of it, but it's not, oh, okay. Oh, okay. I thought that there was an enemy behind me for some reason. So I'll go ahead and it's annoying too, because I felt like I did a really good job with that episode. Not to toot my own horn or anything, but like I felt like the flow of progression was really good, and I apologize for that, but I did get rid of anything that would cause that to happen. Oh, I did do this, so let me.
You're working for Riddler.
What? You're crazy! Batman's gone crazy, guys!
What are you doing, Batman? Back off.
Stand down, Batman! I don't know what he's talking about, guys.
Are you sure?
Okay, okay! I do favors for Enigma. Tell him when Gordon's on his trail. Stick those dumb trophies of his around the place. That kind of stuff. But that's it, really. I'm not such a bad guy. I swear.
I don't care.
Hey! You can't throw me in here. I'm a cop!
Not anymore.
Ooh. That's tough, man.
Thinking of locking us all up? You're gonna need a bigger cell.
Oh. You want to taunt me? Ooh. Feels bad to be you. I love that you can do that. Alright, so let's go ahead.
What's wrong with him?
Come on, buddy.
If we go over to the left and go here, this is the evidence room. And basically what the evidence room is whenever you defeat a boss or defeat more of the militia, you're going to see their stuff pile up in here. Well, for the militia anyway, you'll see their stuff pile up. In terms of bosses, they pretty much each get their own case. And if you want to see more of how that's set up, they have the evidence archives.
Look, it's my stuff. So this is my memorial, huh? Not even a statue. They
Right.
think they
So
can
this is
just
kind of like how they
file
have
me
stuff set up,
away,
and
don't they? I've been sent
Oh, I
back
didn't.
for a reason, Bruce, and no one's forgetting me this time around.
okay. All right. So what I was trying to say is that each character, when you walk up to them, including once you get the bosses, they're gonna have an audio recording. So for example, if we go ahead and play the Jokers.
One vial of Titan formula. One set of wind-up explosive false teeth. One pair of actual X-ray specs. One toy gun loaded with one toy flag and 5 real bullets. All used by the Joker. No known alias. It's one hell of a toy box. I'm glad no one's gonna play with it again.
This ain't right, Brucey. My
Oh.
stuff's not meant to be gawked at. That gun should be out there sticking up old ladies. That dynamite should be bringing the roof down on a kindergarten. All that senseless misery going to waste.
I guess I didn't have to come here after all because I forgot I'm in New Game Plus and I would have already had the REC. But no matter, because I needed to show you guys how to get it anyway. So you just punch
You know
this.
how long it takes to make an explosive set of chattering teeth? I hope you enjoyed the joke. I did it all for you.
Also, one thing about these is that these are all the gadgets that Joker had in Arkham Asylum. So for those of you who don't know, if you bought DLC for Arkham Asylum or if you bought a later version of the game, you actually could play as Joker in combat and Predator missions, and he had exploding false teeth which he could control. They were like basically like a drone sort of thing that you could lead to enemies. He had this gun which had one shot but it would instantly take down a criminal, and then he had X-ray specs, which was basically detective mode, except he had to stand still while he was using it, which was really stupid. And then that gun is how he injected people with the Titan formula in the main story. So I thought that it was nice that they included Easter eggs like that. And then also there's a couple villains in here like Electrocutioner and Anarchy that were from Arkham Origins too. So it was nice of them to do that. So that was about a waste of 5 minutes, but you know, it's fine because like I said, I had to do that anyway. Because I didn't even show you guys that major part of the GCPD and also where to get the REC. So if we go ahead and leave here, I am now going to not select a gadget. I don't know why I did that. I am going to go back to getting the story done.
I'm heading to Wayne Tower. If we can decrypt the Arkham Knight security protocols, we should be able to track his location.
If he thinks he can hide from you, sir, he's in for something of a surprise.
Yes, sir, he is. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Alright, let's go ahead and head over to Wayne Tower. I think. Yeah, that's where we're going, right? Wayne Tower. Oh, so like one thing you'll notice is that I have a much better grapnel boost. And like I said, I mean, this is the best that I could do, and I figure it'd be the quickest way. And if I do happen to screw up with footage again, which I won't, but if for some reason I do, it is good to have a backup profile for these sort of things anyway. So, luckily I won't have to replay through the entire story again if I mess up. And let's see. So, yes, I know that there's eyes on a burning bat symbol. I wish that you could mute like thug dialogue without having to mute the whole entire dialogue of the game. If I can't, what? Can I? Okay. I don't know why it wouldn't let me grapple up, but you know. It's whatever. Alright, so we just need to drop down into here. Do some weird technological stuff on our gauntlet. And now it is. Now it is open.
Nice
Okay,
of you to
there we go.
drop in, Mr. Wayne. I suppose you weren't really dressed for the front entrance.
Have you finished the decryption?
Fully decoded. I've downloaded all recent militia radio transmissions and their corresponding coordinates to your machine.
Thanks,
My
Lucius.
machine.
I can scan the network for the Arkham Knight's voice print and determine the location of his last broadcast.
When a computer is so advanced that it can't even be called a computer, it has to be called a machine.
Identity confirmed. Good evening, Mr. Wayne. Upload waveform for analysis.
Now I've waited long enough. Batman dies. Tonight.
Scanning communications for voice print match. Location verified.
Got it. The Knight's transmitting from the Miyagani tunnel network.
Glad to be of assistance, Mr. Wayne. While you're here, we've been working on some further upgrades for your car. Let me know where you'd like us to focus our efforts.
It doesn't really matter because I'm not going to be staying on this profile, but I do have a better version. Normally, when you're here, you'll be asked to choose between the Virus and Weapon Generator Mark II, not Mark III, but because I already have that. So I would choose the Virus because it allows you to take control of enemy tanks.
Now,
It
if
is
there's
very
anything
useful.
else you need, I'll be here all night. It's not like I could leave this city even if I wanted to.
That is true. That is what we call truth. So,
You know, if I'd ever been curious about your identity, I would have torn off that mask years ago. I always figured the truth would be a letdown. But I have to admit, masquerading as Gotham's least interesting socialite is one hell of a cover story. The dead parents are just icing on the cake.
oh boy. So one thing that you can do while you're in here, you can lift this up. Have a retinal scan. And 2 little pods will pop up. Now,
You had to go and spoil the surprise. I was hoping to keep her under wraps until she's ready. Next generation disruptor. She's still a couple of weeks from completion, but I figured you'd appreciate a working prototype. I should have her with you later on this evening.
Thanks, Lucius. I think I might need it.
trust me, we already have the disruptor because we are in New Game Plus. But as you can see, this thing is insane when you get it to completion. It has 4 shots, and it can disrupt a whole lot more than ARs, so it's a lot better than the one from Arkham City, trust me. And also, I believe this suit is the suit from Arkham City. I could be wrong. It could be the suit that we started off the game with because they do look similar, but I'm pretty sure it is the suit from Arkham City. But while you're in here, if you look, you can actually see some gadgets. You can see the old explosive device thing. I forgot what they're called. You can see the old disruptor from Arkham City, as a matter of fact. You can see a remote-controlled battering, a normal battering, and I believe that is his old grapnel gun. So I really like this. It's a really nice Easter egg, and if you want, you can also, if you want to put them back down, just use this again, and then they'll sink back into the floor. Like that. So it's nice. I appreciate that. And then even too, if you wanted, you can actually listen to his messages. I'm not going to do right now because there are actually quite a few of them, but you can.
I've traced the Arkham Knight to the Miyagani tunnel system.
Excellent news, sir. But I'm detecting a significant drone presence in the area. It would be folly to engage them without the Batmobile.
Noted.
Shall I open the south entrance?
Hold off until I get there, Alfred. I don't want to spoil the surprise.
What? Another thing you should be made well aware of is that I have a lot, and I mean a lot more upgrades when it comes to the Batmobile. So let's go ahead and bring the Batmobile in here. And you'll notice a lot of green bars and a new electric attack. I am not going to show you what the electric attack is, or even the drone hack device, because I don't think at this point in the story we are allowed to have it yet. So, but I will go ahead and show you the increased missile barrage, because this thing is downright insane. Spam square and you just instantly kill 10 drones. It is absolutely nuts. It is absolutely insane.
Status update. Entrance armor disabled.
Alfred, I'm at the tunnel entrance. Open the doors.
Just a moment, sir. I'm accessing the building's security mainframe.
Yep. You go ahead and do that, Alfie. Alright. Oh boy.
Alfred, there's another blast door. I need you to open it.
Oh dear. It seems they've locked me out of the system. They must know you're here.
Don't worry, Alfred. I'll find another way in.
Mr. Subtle right here, just ripping out a big fan. Stealthy. Wait.
Have you made any progress on the cure?
Getting there. Hey, I haven't heard from Barbara for a while. Is she okay?
She's fine.
Oh,
She's
it's
working on something.
fine.
It's
It's not like
important.
she's been kidnapped or anything.
Don't worry, Tim. Just keep working on that cure.
It's fine.
Oh, Bats! How very me of you! Though I can see why you didn't tell him after old Jimbo's hysterical overreaction. Still, if you cared about Barbara the way that little sidekick of yours does, maybe she wouldn't have got kidnapped in the first place.
Ah. Remote controlled battering. That. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to not use any gadgets I haven't unlocked yet. But so when you see that large wheel of gadgets, ignore about half of them.
Torn apart thanks to your crusade.
I don't think. Sorry, had an itch. I don't think
So
that
let's recap. Barbara's kidnapped.
most of them are really. I can't really think of any that are like not useful. So I mean,
Let's
at least
face it,
they did do a
probably
good
dead.
job in that respect, because
You're lying to
there
Loverboy
have
Wonder
been
about it.
gadgets in
And dear
some
old
games that are
Jim's
just
marched off
downright
on his
not
lonesome
useful
to
at all.
save the-
And we just go ahead and put that up there. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. Yeah, one thing about the remote control battering is that when you bump into things in this game, I think you can do it for like 2 or 3 times before the battering actually falls off. Whereas before, if you hit anything at all, it would fall off
Your best day
instantly.
at the office, Bats. Something on your mind?
I mean, it defies the laws of physics, but you know, that does not make it bad by any means. So let's go ahead and shoot over here.
Come on! Let Robin out of his cage. You can't force him to slave over your cure.
Oh, that's fantastic. Alright. Just gonna go ahead and show you up here just for a little reference. Little point of reference. He could not have been up there.
You're not going anywhere, man. Tri-weave titanium-coated armor plate. Nice.
Thank you.
Unless you know exactly where to shoot. You're good, Dark Knight. Even better than I remember. It's gonna make it even more satisfying when I kill you. Oh, and don't worry about Barbara. I'll take better care of her than you ever could. Batman's in the control room. Show him what happens when he messes with minds.
Okay, now you're gonna see how combat is a lot harder. This is,
You're not getting through me!
See, there was no blue thing above his head. You have to watch that. Let's go ahead and get rid of him instantly, because we don't need another brute running around. Oh, wow. Yeah. Oh, see how hard this is, dude? Oh. What the? Oh, wait, it's square and X. That's right. It's square and X, not circle and X. Oh! Hey, guess what? You're dead. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This is, I don't know what to, well, I don't know what I am doing at all, whatsoever. There we go, now we got some momentum. Are you kidding me? Stupid ninja, man. Stupid ninja. Alright. Go, 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 go. Get rid of him. Oh, that electrifying attack is something we haven't been introduced to yet, but because it's new game plus, they're gonna still do it anyway. Alright, go ahead and get rid of him. Get rid of him. Okay, we're good. Oh boy. Alright. I don't know how I survived that, but you know I did. Alright, let's go ahead and
can bring a tank to a fist fight. They're just the only one afraid to use live rounds.
now we can go ahead and open this fuse box now that he's done talking. And see if we can get us a way out of here.
That guy doesn't know you very well now, does he? I think you're trapped down here. What kind of supervillain thinks a bullet to the stomach? A handful of tanks will stop the Batman.
I don't know. A very incorrect one. Whoa, 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 whoa! Let's go ahead. Slow your roll there a bit, buddy.
Make him pay.
Time to rescue Arkham
Yikes.
and make the Arkham Knight pay.
I see you're back in the car, Master Bruce.
I'm going after the Knight. He's here in the tunnel.
Then let us hope he has Miss Gordon with him.
There we go. Just gotta open this gate up real quick.
Damn it, he's here. Open the doors. Open the doors.
Ah. It's funny, I open one door and all of a sudden you don't sound very confident in yourself.
One body. It's the driver. No sign of Miss Gordon.
He knows where she is, Alfred. He's not getting away.
Oh boy. We do not want to have that happen. Do not want to veer off the road. That would be terrible. Oh.
I won't fail you, sir. He's mine.
Why did I go up here? Why was that a thing that just happened? Oh boy.
Getting close. Let him on the road. Fire.
Oh, I went so far off course. It's actually amazing. Oh, brother. So far ahead! Can't hit him. He's so far ahead, I can't do anything. Go. Oh, brother, my driving is garbage. Oh, man. Absolute garbage. What? It hit a wall? Are you serious? With the amount of time it takes for me to fire a shot, it hits a wall? Oh, okay. Alright, let's see if we can do a little better with our aim here. Oh! Are you kidding me? It hit a wall again! Oh my goodness.
She seemed pretty loose, though. The SBC won't take another strike.
Oh, come on! Quit taking these hard turns. I know that you know you're dead, right? We both know. We both know that this is what happens, okay? Stop taking these turns! Oh man, I actually might lose him. I actually genuinely might lose him. Alright, come on. You need to stop. Stop. I also need these missiles to stop hitting walls. Come on! Thank you, jeez.
EP6 is down. I say again, the AP6 is down. All support units to fall back immediately.
Oh, brother.
All units come in. I need immediate evac. Support
The driver isn't the Arkham Knight, but he'll know where I can find him.
How does it feel to be chasing the wrong man?
Where is the Arkham Knight?
You won't find him.
You think I didn't know you were tracking my broadcast location? Here's a lesson, Batman. I know how you think, which means I know how to beat you.
Where is he?
With Barbara Gordon. She's ours now. Can you imagine what the Knight's going to do to her?
That's a cool story, man. Why don't you tell it to me again? However, this time there's gonna be a slightly different variable in the equation. You wanna maybe rethink that answer, buddy?
Where is he?
He's gone to see the little man, the Penguin. He supplied the safe houses for the attack. The Knight's gone to pay him for his services. That's it. That's all I know.
I don't know about that, buddy. Your eyes seem to be shifting a little bit, and I'm 100% sure it's not because I'm about to run your head over with my car.
Stop!
Remember something else?
He uses a refrigeration company as a front. The trucks distribute weapons throughout the city.
What's it called?
North Refrigeration.
Thank you.
Now, was that so hard? Not my knee, I meant just telling me the truth.
Alfred, I need you to find out everything you can about North Refrigeration.
Of course. May I inquire why?
Penguin's supplying arms to the Arkham Knight, and right now, he's the best lead we have to finding Barbara.
I'll look into it right away, sir. Ah, I can see Mr. Fox is trying to contact you.
Lucius.
Mr. Wayne, your new Batmobile upgrade is ready to deploy. The Batwing is en route to Grand Avenue.
Well, thanks for that. I mean, it's not really...
I've discovered an exploit the Arkham Knight was using to broadcast via your gauntlet. Rest assured that all of our communications are securely encrypted. Should I lock him out to prevent further disruptions?
Keep the channel open, Alfred. The more he talks, the more I know about him.
Very well, sir.
Just die. It's as simple as that. Just, it's very simple, okay?
He just took out the drone unit in Grand Avenue.
I mean, I don't need this upgrade, but because, you know, I already have it, but it's like this is what happens, okay?
Sir, we just tracked a fast-moving aircraft heading in on Grand Avenue. This thing just pulled a J-turn, clocking in at 12 Gs. I don't know anything that can do that.
I do. Show him what it means to go to war.
The drone virus overrides the friend or foe identification system of militia drones. An infected drone will target other drones instead of the Batmobile. When deployed at higher weapon energy levels, this will infect multiple enemy targets.
Ah, well, thanks for that. Alright, let's, show you how this thing works, shall we? But instead of doing it at drone level 1, let's go ahead and do it at a slightly higher level, like maybe level 4.
Diamond back down.
Oh, well, that's not helpful.
Drone down.
Alright. Hack time!
Sir, I've lost control of a drone. He's overriding my control protocols.
Send units to intercept. Take it out.
Which which are dying very quickly.
Get him hard, Sergeant. I want that car wrecked.
Oh, we still have another.
You're starting to see it, aren't you? Now, for once, you can't keep up. I've lost him. You've got the numbers. Flush it out.
There we go. Took a lot of damage,
Sir,
but
I've been looking into North Refrigeration as you requested. It seems Master Grayson has been investigating them for some time.
Good. Tell him to send me what he has.
He insisted on seeing you in person, sir. He's on his way from Bloodhaven with the pertinent information. He'll meet you on a rooftop overlooking the Ranelagh Ferry Terminal.
Thanks, Alfred.
In the meantime, sir, scans have established that the Arkham Knight has mobilized his senior lieutenants in armored personnel carriers throughout the city. We currently have a lock on one such vehicle, should you wish to intervene and remove them from the battle.
well, thank you. Oh, look at that. Look at that big boy up there. I don't know. See, it's hard for me to remember if I talked about it in the episode that I lost or if I talked about it in a previous episode, but basically, if I haven't, the Joker kind of, because he's infected your mind, he's also changed a ton of the posters going around Gotham City. And basically, whenever you look at them, there's a chance that they'll be Joker-fied. Like, that one's normal, but if you looked at it some other time, there's a chance that it wouldn't be, and as a matter of fact, here's another one. And they're just really funny, and then if you rotate the camera around, it should change. Back. Okay, yep, see, now this is what the poster would normally look like. Alright, but I think it's time that we head back on to the Shadow War, because
Alfred,
well,
I'm going to track the trail left by the League Assassins.
That was about where I left the story. Actually, that was exactly where I left it. Because that was sort of a natural mini break, at least. So, let's go ahead and head back to the hospital, which I showed you guys.
What is it with these guys and speeches? When I rub a guy, I don't lecture on the particulars of wallets. So, did you actually see what she did to him?
The trail leads through the...
Alright, so let's go ahead and select this.
into Elliott Memorial Hospital. I'll have to power down that generator.
And in
to gain
case you were
access.
wondering, you can also quick fire with L2 and circle, so you can use it in combat like you could in Arkham City. I don't know why, considering the fact that there's a chance that you won't get it until extremely late game. You can get it at any point in the game, but...
You are initiates. You are untempered.
Let's go ahead. Oh, what the? I was not expecting that from an assassin, but I guess these guys are technically like goons. Whatever. There's only one ninja there. Oh, it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so hard to tell. All right, we got the ninja down, though. That's really the only one that I'm concerned about. Alright.
The blood trail leads through here, but the automated door has no power. I need to find a way to open it.
Well, it just so happens that there is a convenient little open hatch here. So let's go ahead and work our way through that. I guess my bat ears just got stuck on the ceiling. Alright. Here we go. Restore power. Or not.
Alfred, I need to restore power to Elliott Memorial.
Well, let's see. There's a backup generator located on the exterior of the building, sir.
Thanks, Alfred.
Alrighty then. I just need a Batmobile remote. Hopefully it should show me the way to it. Oh boy. Okay, let's not fall off. Let us not do that, because that would not be good. Alright, now we have restored power to Elliott Memorial. And now these doors will open. And also the lights are on, which is nice. And if you want to leave now, you don't have to go in through that. You can also just go out the front door and also enter in the front door. I think because the power was off, there was like shutters in front of these before, which is why you couldn't come in here. Also, too, this is DLC stuff, so that's another reason why you couldn't come in here. Alright. Let's go ahead. Get up here. Make sure that I don't die. Alright, we're good. Yikes! Oh, brother.
The demon's head must never rise again.
And she's... Oh. Oh my goodness, man. This is, even though I just did it, it's like, it's so bad. Like, oh my goodness. Oh. Okay. Well, let us go ahead and go past that, because you need to throw the remote control battering in this tiny little hole. When I first did this, I had no idea that hole was there. It took me so long to figure out what I needed to do. Like a ridiculous amount of time. Alright, let's go ahead and level that up. And fly through here. Then if I reverse, we should... Okay, let's not hit a wall. Alright, there we go. I am so glad, though, because I felt in Arkham City they overused the remote control battering. Luckily, in this game, they did not do that. Maybe it's a little underused, but I'd rather, honestly, it was kind of annoying at some points. Not a lot, but I felt it was a little annoying. So here we are in the morgue, which is actually kind of cool because you can actually see some of the people who were in the diner. I think one of the most obvious ones is the waitress, you know. So it's kind of unfortunate that they were confirmed dead, but I mean, it is a nice Easter egg that they're here, you know, rather than it just being a morgue closed. Speaking of, you can even look at some of them have names. One of the most interesting, however, is Talia Al Ghul. But if we were to look inside, you can see that there is no person in there, which was perhaps a hint that maybe Talia isn't as dead as we thought she was. So let's go ahead and head on over here.
She's dead.
Blood loss, I imagine, sir.
Master
Looks like she
detective
was trying
skills.
to press this.
Oh.
Booby trapped. Must be more complex than a single button. I should reconstruct her last moments.
So, this is something that I never understood, because in order to set up a booby trap like this, it would take time.
She pressed the switch here.
But, you know, I don't know.
She attempted to press this switch before succumbing to her injuries.
Like, it takes time to set up this, so it's like, I don't know if
Looks
they've
like she pressed the lower switch
like, if the
here.
League has been using Elliott Memorial as a base of operations
She
for
hit
a
the
long
switch
time.
here.
Or if it was just at the start. I don't know. It's interesting to think that they could have been here for a while. So, in order to solve this puzzle, you have to pay attention to how she's standing. Obviously, as she was dying, she would get further and further down towards the floor. So, by that logic, that would mean you would have to press them in the order of which she is standing the highest. So, upper switch, here. Upper switch here. Lower switch here. And then lower switch right here. There we go. We've unlocked an elevator that doesn't really have a whole lot of buttons. However, if we were to grapple up, we would find the lair of the Demon King, Ra's al Ghul, with some of the rebel assassins hanging behind him. I didn't notice that before.
Raish?
You dare approach Raish Al Ghul?
You've brought him back too many times. The Lazarus Stream's all that's keeping him alive.
He will rise again. Sheathe your blade. There will be no fighting here. But war is coming. Traitors to the League conspired to stop the glorious resurrection of Raish Al Ghul. We will see Gotham burn before we let the rebels hurt our master.
Then let him die. I want you gone by morning.
The rebels have found another pit. A purer source. A sample of his essence is all he would need.
I won't help you revive him.
Then you'll face the consequences of war. We know you, Detective. You will not let innocents die. Yet you will not kill the demon's head to prevent their deaths. You will do as we ask, because your precious morality compels you to.
Detective. Help me. For Talia.
Oh, I can't believe he went there. That's how desperate you know he is. He's willing to mention Talia to Batman. Oh. Oh, brother. Alright, well, let me just go ahead and get to a slightly more attractive location, shall we say. A morgue. In order for me to end this episode here, this is where I left it when I was recording before, and I don't want to get any further progress than I already have. So I hope you guys did enjoy this episode, and if you did, be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe down below. And I am sorry that this is technically something that I've already recorded, so you're not really going to get my true reaction, but I want you guys to be able to see the story in full for how it is. So I figured I wanted you guys to see it, so I went through and replayed. So I hope that despite the fact that this episode may not have been as good as it could have been, I do hope you guys enjoyed, and I promise that this will not happen again. I have sorted out my space issues. We will definitely be able to record everything. So, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I am looking forward to seeing you back on my own profile for a new episode of Batman Arkham Knight. I hope you guys enjoyed. Talk to you later. Bye.